Welcome to Henry's Off-Road Travels. In this series, join Sharon and me as our long-term plans of crossing Australia is finally realised. We have 4 months to explore and find out whether the West is really the best. We travel with friends in our new Land Cruiser 300 and fully off-road caravan. I hope you enjoy our travels as much as we do. We are just leaving Mt Gambier.
Very kid friendly.
Yep, as you can see, there's free range kids over here. Not only do you get eggs, you get free range kids too. So we are off to a place closer to Adelaide.
Yeah. It's not a free camp, but
it's a hip camp.
free camp.
And it is near Victor Harbour. So our stay's been quite good in Mt Gambier. It's been cool, it's been wet, it was quite wet last night. Yeah, it rained a little bit last night. I don't think it was what they were expecting, probably a little bit wetter than what they had thought.
And even this morning they were saying it wasn't going to rain until this afternoon, but we've had rain this morning.
Had a bit of drizzle. Henry's a little bit drenched. As he was trying to pack away things. Anyway, I had a shower and I still got rain coming off me, water coming off my head, so I'll probably have pneumonia by the end of the trip.
Oh. Put on a dry shirt.
She doesn't care. Dry shirt, they're all in the wash.
They are not. The washing's been done, thank you very much.
Doesn't matter, it's my story. It's my story.
You're sticking to it.
I'm sticking to my story. Just driving through Mt Gambier. Some sort of cycling race on today. There's a lot of people with bicycles on the back of their car. And there are a couple of kids across from where we were staying with their bikes and the trailer and everything set up. So I'd say there's a bit of activity happening today. There's my river store. Oh my goodness.
Didn't get to go.
I think that's the oldest river store.
1954. Some beautiful old buildings in this town. If I'd had more time I would have gone and had a look at them a bit better.
So about a 5-hour drive today, not too long. Go through a few towns and see whether there's anything worth seeing. It is going to be a little bit wet and overcast, so that might persuade us as to what we actually do or don't do. No rain expected today. And we've done so far on a trip just actually 18,200 kilometres, so we're doing a few Ks. We're on the homeward stretch. My guess is we would be getting close to maybe 26,000 Ks all up by the time we get back to Karratha.
It's a long weekend this weekend. I think it's Labour Day or something.
That's true too.
And daylight saving starts this weekend as well.
Oh man, that's confusing now. I don't even know whether it is 8:46. I think it is until tomorrow, and then it's probably
2 o'clock in the morning.
7:46 or
wake
something.
Up Monday, an hour.
So the area we're going through, not quite now. We're going through a lot of state forestry areas, a lot of pine plantations. Beyond all of this, Penola Way and up. So very much a wine growing area. We are in the Coonawarra region. Haven't seen Sharon this excited since she went to Coffee Works. Nice big tall viewing platform up the top there. We are in Penola and we're going to check out Petticoat Lane and
This is
learn
the old Methodist church, 1908.
Pipers of Penola, now a restaurant.
Old time.
Good old chests that they would have used to
Yes, yeah.
put things in as they put on the back of their wagons and headed out west.
1857.
Local legends suggest this building was used as a booking office and storage area for the Cobb and Co stagecoaches which operated through Penola from 1857 until the late 1880s. In July 1989, the building was purchased by the Penola Butter and Cheese Company for use as a cheese factory. Catholic Church, Mary MacKillop Interpretive Centre, she and Father Julian Tennyson Woods were deeply committed to the education of all children regardless of wealth and social standing. Petticoat Lane, previously called Christie's Row and Wilson's Lane or Street after early inhabitants. In the 1860s it was known as Petticoat Lane because of the predominance of female children born here. Like those flowers. Special around Petticoat Lane. Gammon Cottage. The Lavender Farm. And Wilson's Cottage. Heritage Rose Garden. McAdam's Slab Hut. Ooh.
This would have been how simple their houses would have been.
Yep.
You have family in here.
Yep, no TV. Don't have to worry about TV. You just pull up a bed. There's a fire there. That'll be your cooking.
Yeah, cooking as well as, heating.
Heating. You wouldn't need heating out here, would you?
Well, you'd want it today, on a day like today.
As long as it kept the rain off you. Wood framed with galvanised
Tin roof.
or tin roof. Another property. Davidson's Cottage. Cottage became a horse stable in the 1920s. Sharam's Cottages. Bootmaker. I suppose there's a shoe.
Hi, how are you?
Guest room. One room in the house which was reserved for special visitors. The parlour. It's almost like I don't feel like I should be in here. Sewing machine. I'm going to say sing and sewing machine, but that's not the case. So I think it's just material, or maybe it's just newspaper just holding it all up, the roof.
Back bedrooms, these two rooms were once bedrooms. This one for the girls, the one for the boys. Both rooms had small wrought iron frame beds, washstands with basins and a corner wardrobe fitted with curtains. 9 sons and 6 daughters.
Layers of lino.
Wow.
What was that?
9 sons and 6 daughters. One would expect the bedrooms to have been overcrowded.
Yes.
However, they had their family over 25 years. So when the last daughter, Alice, was born, the eldest was already married. Some of the boys left home as soon as they were old enough. My grandparents had a bed similar to that.
This is Granny Sharam's bedroom. And Sharon's mum sleeps on something like this.
No, she does not. My nana.
Something like that. There's a bedpan over there. The Sharam Cottage.
Wasn't that them next door as well?
Yeah, possibly. The front room. More sewing machines. The kitchen. Prepare the chutney and pickles, jams and preserves. Pastries, pies and potteridge. Use quinces, figs, pears, apples and mulberries for the orchard.
No toilet, water pump. So it was 2 cottages, 1 home.
So this is Mr. Sharam and Mrs. Sharam. Children everywhere. A new beginning. Granny Sharam's homemade soap. Oh, there's a garden here as well. Community garden. Ooh, look at that. Some lettuce out there. Donald MacDonald, Stone Cottage. He was a publican of the Royal Oak Hotel, not to be confused with Ronald MacDonald. Family played with Mary MacKillop's daughter. Probably an old coach, Cobb & Co coach, wagon of some sort. This is the Royal Oak. Mentioned before about Donald MacDonald. He was the first publican. And then you got the post office here, 1877. Alexander Cameron, 1810 to 1881, founder of Penola. He was an overlander and pastoralist.
For Cameron's 18-year-old niece, Mary MacKillop, she joined the growing family as their governess in 1860. And in 63, Cameron's wife died, as did their eldest daughter in childbirth.
It's a bit wet and cool out here. Only 14.
Australia's Red Wine Centre. There you go, they have red wine.
There we go, Sharon. The wineries are open today.
Penfolds, heard of Penfolds as well.
So, Sharon, what do you think of Penola?
Yeah, it's quite a nice little town.
And Petticoat Lane?
Yeah, it was quite unique, I suppose. I like that you could walk into the house and have a look around and, yeah. So, it's a bit hard, but with it being so wet, to actually sort of take it in properly. Probably could have gone to the interpretive centre, could have gone to the information centre.
So we're driving through the wine growing region, just
Coonawarra.
yeah, in Coonawarra, just north of the Penola. Some 20, 30 odd wineries in this area as we head towards Adelaide. Having stayed another day or staying in this region,
Yeah.
she could have done wine tasting every day for the week.
I didn't stay for a week. Said you could book a wine tasting tour and go to these different wineries and.
Yes, so there's quite a few. Penfolds, Ryemeal we're just passing as well.
Lindeman. Yalumba.
Yeah. So a few that Sharon's seen on the shelves, or she's probably tasted at some stage. Bellwether.
I think I've done a Penfold because I think
Yes.
I don't know if they do it. I suppose they do a white. I don't know. I think they're more red.
Yeah. The quality, you pay $300 a bottle. That's right, we paid. Not that we paid, we went to a restaurant that had bottles of wine, which is the steakhouse, I think, in Mt Gambier. Bottles of wine, $400 a bottle.
Yeah.
And you could see into their wine cellar as well. There's locked doors and security guards.
You're right.
Fossil caves. Duke Highway connects Melbourne with Adelaide through Tailem Bend. As you can see, traffic is a little bit heavier than what we've been seeing the last few hours. First bit of blue sky for the day. Cool. Salon Well, we've made it to our hip camp. Those are the views from where we are. There's 2 other vans up here. Got ourselves parked there. It's a little bit windy today, so we're as close as we can get to these trees to sort of provide a bit of a windbreak. I don't think I'll be getting the awning out, it'll be a bit too blowy. We've decided not to leave the van there, it's on too much of an angle. And we'll park it over here, which is a little bit flatter. Cool. Looks better, but it's still on a bit of an angle. Potentially the views. Is over there, Victor Harbour there. Alright, so we are at our hip camp. The owner of the property said this is a public area, gazebo for public, potentially probably just at caravanners to just sit and just enjoy the view. So we've decided on that basis we haven't sort of parked over there, we sort of try to stay out of eyesight. Even if we did go there, it's pretty much out of the view because we've got a shed and everything. We're happy with where we are. As I said before, it's a bit breezy. The breeze seems to be blowing from the northeast, which is sort of in that direction. So all these trees and bushes are somewhat protecting our van. Got a hip camp, so we don't have power, we don't have electricity. So we are operating on our own devices. We have 220 litres of water, and we've got 4 solar panels, so that's 4 times 210, 840 watts of solar, so we should be fully charged. It is a little bit blowy, as you can see. Temperature is probably around about 18, 17, something like that. We do have views of Victor Harbour down the bottom here, which we will be exploring tomorrow. Make its way across the ocean. Apparently I'm looking easterly, because I would have thought we're looking south, but anyway, we're looking east apparently. So Sharon, if she wakes up early in the morning, we'll be able to see the sunrise. What time's sunrise?
6:45.
Chances are she'll still be snoozing. And what's the temperature overnight?
I don't think it's that cold tonight. I think it's going to be dark.
Well, it's currently 15 outside, but feels like 10, so given that it hasn't even got to night time yet, chances are it's going to be cold and she'll be huddled under a blanket, hoping somebody else will take some video of the sunrise.
Yeah, I can just open the window outside. Just open the window. Look at the sunrise, there's no one in front of us.
And then close the window.
Then close it.
And turn the heater back on.
Yeah.
Well, we have a sunset in the west, so I'm not going to argue with what's west and what's east. Mother Nature, unless she's done a swifty on us, moving the globe a little bit. That's west. And that is east.